Welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It's Friday, April 12th, and we're going to get right to it. So, on Wednesday night, sometime around here, I sent out an email and I sent out a bunch of levels that I said these are going to be important. And I said pay attention to these levels. Here they are. And they're the same levels that correlate with the blue lines that I have drawn in on my chart. This is a 5-minute S&P chart. You can see that right here. Now, we're going to recap. I said these are bigger picture levels. One of the things that I want to do a couple of things. I want to show you how the market reacted around these levels. I want to talk a little bit about what you expect around some of these levels that I'm giving you. And I'm going to give you the secret sauce of where they came from. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that in this video. So that's cost me millions of dollars and lots of sweat equity and hard work and lots of trial and error. So probably not going to do that here in this video, but I will show you how you can use these, how you can profit from them, that sort of thing. Now, one of the biggest things I want to stress is these are big picture levels. I'm showing you on a 5-minute chart, but these are really big picture levels. So what that means is that intraday we might have something around that area, a little bit above it, a little bit below it, and that might take precedence that particular day over this particular level that I'm showing you. That's normal. That's why we have the live trade room. That's why we have live trade signals, so that we can get it really dialed in for that particular day. But the idea, the concept is the market will move from level to level to level to level. And you'll see how that plays out and how that holds true throughout all of this. So, first things first, we come in here we have this crazy news. The market spikes down here to 51. We had 76 quarter. Now, this is a value area. So I don't always expect that it's going to hold to the tick, because value does this. It goes a little above, it goes a little below. That's how they are going to establish value. So I don't always expect that it's going to hold to the tick. Now at some point it probably will, but it doesn't always mean it needs to hold to the tick. You want to think in concepts, not in absolutes. So here we have some levels that we have drawn in. It comes down, it probes 76 quarter to 73 half. This was on the news, and then rips up, and then surprise, where does this move stop? To the tick. It hits 16 quarter, which we gave you in the email, pulls back to 09 quarter. There was an intraday level. That's a whole other thing. I'm not going to get too far into that. Probes above here. It's really trying. Can't really quite get out of here. Came all the way back down. We had 51.82, the low 51.81 3/4. We were off by a tick. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay, anyway, you notice how the market traded all around here? I sent you this level on Wednesday over here, and it traded over here. I mean, it's incredible. Anyway, this never gets old. Okay, probed up above here. I never gave you this level. I was like, these are so close together, and then I decided not to give you 5200 half. So the level's 5200.5. And I decided not to give you that because it was so close. It's only 3 points away from here, but I'm going to show you why I should have given it to you. And it didn't come from me. It came from the market, and then I, in my wisdom, decided you didn't need it. And so I didn't give it to you, and that was a mistake. Anyway, probed above here, pulled back, probed above, came back. Came up, hung around right here, finally busted up through it. Came up to where? 41.75. One tick away from 42 that I gave you in the email. Came back down to here. We had 33. Where was the low? The low was 32. It probed it by 4 ticks. Moved up. Couldn't quite get. We had 59 quarter. It couldn't quite get there. Got to 57 half. Notice what happened here, though. Notice this one. Untested. So usually you want to see break, pull back, and then move. That didn't happen. So this is a bit of an extreme example, but notice how nice that is. Really nice kind of stair-step pattern moving up here. Anyway, it's another thing. So don't want to get too far in the weeds with that. But notice how this never got retested. That's 16 quarter. Now notice what happens. Trades inside of this channel. And then here we go. This morning, where does it pull down to? This morning, it comes down to 30. to 52.16 quarter. It probes it by a couple points. Where does it go back to? Back to 33. It probes up to 33.5. It probes that by 2 ticks. I gave you these levels. This is Friday morning. I gave you these levels Wednesday night. It came back up here, probed through here, came down here. We said, so these two levels. Anyway, came back up 16 quarter, probed it by a couple points. That's fine, not a big deal. Ended up coming down. Look at the reaction again around here. Came down. Where did it go? It went to 82. Went back to 5200 half. Came back down here. We knew 71, and then we knew 55 3/4. I gave you 55 3/4. I gave that to you Wednesday, and I said if they couldn't get back up and retest some of these things, we're going to be in trouble. Anyway, long story short, the market did end up being in trouble, but look at how it uses each level on the way down. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, what happens? It probes down here, and where does it come back to? It comes back and hits 71. On this candle, it's 71.25. On this candle, it hits 72. So it probes it, barely probes it here, comes back down to here, tries to, get above here, can't really get even back up to here, comes down, hangs around here a little bit, and where does the move end? 51.71 to the tick, stalls out. That's the end of the day. Now we'll be back at it. We have stuff that's lower down here. You can see we have other levels down here that's lower. You can see it really starts to open up. I'm not going to get too far in the weeds of that. So let me tell you about two opportunities. There's an opportunity to be in the live trade room with me. I'm going to link that below the video here. And there's an opportunity to be in, I'm relaunching the live trade signal service, and it will also include the NASDAQ. So we're relaunching the NASDAQ, and just to give you an idea here, so this is what the NASDAQ chart looks like. This is on a 30-minute chart. You can see these levels pretty dang good, don't you think? So we've had this level forever. This is not the only time it's been testing down here. It tested it down here. It is interesting that ES has moved lower, NASDAQ hasn't. Anyway, what the live trade signals does is it actually it's so that I will go through and I will give you the exact entry, the exact stop price, and the exact target or targets. And then you can just enter those in on your trading platform of your choice. So I'm going to link both of those. We're running a special on the live trade signals as a part of relaunching it. It's special pricing for the first 20 people that are in. After that, the price will go up $2,000. If you're remotely interested, it would make a lot of sense to be involved in that. We have a very successful track record with it. And if you're interested in the live trade room, reach out to me and shoot an email, support@daytradelikeapro.com, and I'll talk with you about, we'll work something out where you can have the live trade room and live trade signals, so you can get both of those, and we'll work it out at a great deal for you. So really great week as far as, hopefully what I sent out with the levels was helpful for you. You're able to use some of that in your trading. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll be back at it Monday, and would love to have you in the live trade signals or in the live trade room, or both. It'd be great to have you in either or in both. So hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody next week.